I'm Sarah Burtch with Kingstonist News, and here's your top headline today, August 1st, 2023. On July 30th, 2023, a male kayaker was about 300 meters offshore near the Lakeland Acres neighborhood of Kingston when his kayak capsized, leaving him stranded in the water battling the high surf. Luckily, an area resident used their own kayak to assist the person in the water until the Coast Guard arrived. A statement by Kingston Fire and Rescue thanked the Coast Guard and the area resident for their participation in the water rescue and reminded all citizens to ensure they have proper boating safety equipment on hand. A program at Pathways to Education Kingston was recently recognized with a prestigious international award in community resilience for its work in establishing trauma-based training programs for organizations throughout the KFLNA region. Earlier this month, the team behind Teach Resilience was awarded the Community Resilience in Action Award by the Community Resilience Initiative. Napanee Fire Chief Bill Hammond remains steadfast in the blunt statement he made to Greater Napanee Town Council at the Tuesday, July 25th Special Council meeting. Now, Hammond said he would like to add a few things to his comments from that night, starting by noting that it is perfectly natural and acceptable in his opinion to use smartphones during the meetings to get information from staff. Hammond then stated flatly, "I think that people got a true sense of the toxic work environment that we're all working in under this council." Portland's Energy Center Incorporated, the company that owns the Napanee Generating Station through Artura Power, has been convicted of violating the Environmental Protection Act, according to the Ministry of the Environment, Conservation and Parks. The violation was failing to operate a sewage works such that the effluent parameter for total residual chlorine did not exceed the daily concentration limit. The violation occurred on or about July 2020. Amanda West Lewis's new young adult novel, set in Toronto in the late 1960s, asks hard questions about political engagement, trust in governments and police, and the human cost of war, according to Groundwood Books, which provided focus-clicked wind to Kingstonist free of charge to allow us to create an article for our ongoing local author book reviews. In Napanee's Ontario Court of Justice on July 28th, Justice Jeffrey Griffin sentenced Donald Blair Kay to 12 months probation and 60 hours of community service for his assault with a weapon on a prisoner at Millhaven Institution. Kay was serving as a correctional officer when the assault occurred while Christoph Lewis, the victim, was an inmate serving time for second-degree murder. The Frontenac County Detachment of the OPP are currently investigating 2 fatal marine incidents that have occurred over the past few days. On Thursday, July 27, 2023, the OPP received reports indicating that a fishing boat with 4 individuals on board had capsized on Brule Lake. None of the involved individuals were wearing a life jacket. However, 3 made it to shore while the 4th individual went beneath the water and did not resurface. 2 days later, on Sunday, July 30th, emergency responders received reports of a collision on the water of Little Cranberry Lake. Reports indicated that a vessel and a kayak had collided and the individual in the kayak had been critically injured, the OPP said. Attempts to resuscitate were unsuccessful, and a 45-year-old individual from Kawartha Lakes was pronounced deceased at the scene. According to police, a shooting occurred at approximately 2 a.m. on Saturday, July 29, 2023 on Curtis Crescent. Curtis Crescent is only accessible by vehicle off of Portsmouth Avenue and is located immediately north of St. Lawrence College. As a group was exiting their vehicle, the accused shooter, who had been seated in the back seat, proceeded to fire a round from a gun, police said. That bullet struck the victim, who was still in the front seat of the vehicle. As a result, Toronto resident James Rotger, age 18, was arrested and charged. For more on these stories and other local news, please visit kingstonist.com and subscribe.